Hello there, my name is Theresa Ebi Tobuyei. I am the author of Gasp and The Man Called Elizabeth Martins. Well, I would say life, reality, experiences, and my character's own desires. So, as an author, I am drawn to spaces where people break, but then they prefer to break quietly. So, betrayal, fear, survival, these are not distant concepts to me, not to any of us. These are the realities of the lots of us, especially in environments where power is uneven and justice is or appears to be dysfunctional. I am interested in what happens where safety becomes uncertain, where love is deceptive, and where trust becomes really dangerous. So these are moments I would say that reveals the rawest version of humanity, not the polished or the superficial ones that a lot of us present these days, but the version that is, let me say, desperate, that is calculating, that is wounded, and sometimes I would say that is frighteningly resilient. Well, I like to write about these spaces because I would say that they are honest. They're honest, they are real, a lot of us actually live in these spaces. A lot of people live in this world without having the actual words to express it, or even the words at all. The most difficult part of writing trauma is living it, and living it truthfully. So to tell a story so well that it evokes emotion, you must live it in your head, in your eyes, in your mind, in your heart, in your very soul. You must live it. And when I tell these tales, I try to tell them as raw and as truthful as I can. I try to tell Elizabeth, Isabella, Owe, Vivier, Imelbong, Tony Story as desperately as they want it to be told. That is the challenge. Living it with them, feeling as they feel, worrying as they worry, even crying as they cry. It takes a piece out of you. It's a piece that might never even return. So there's always the temptation to want to soften it, to make it digestible, to make it more acceptable. Or real trauma like the ones contained in my works, they are not smooth, they are messy, they are not neat, they are messy, they are exhaustive, they are irrepressible, they are destructive, they linger, they distort memory, they distort life, they shape behavior in ways that even the victim may not fully understand or be aware of. So how do you soften something so great, something so important? How do you leave it with them without losing a piece of yourself? So writing it truthfully means sitting in that discomfort with them. It means confronting such injustice, silence, neglect, and power. It means confronting how injustice, silence, neglect, and power can harm just as deeply as violence. So while the challenge is living it, the most catastrophic thing that could happen to any author is not telling it as it was told to you. Unless what you would want to deduce from this response, I do not write myself into my characters, but I do write from a place of realism, perhaps lived realism. Every character carries a fragment of what I might have seen, observed, felt, or deeply understood, but they are not me, or these are not me. Their lives are extensions of questions that I am trying to seek answers to. What makes a person endure? What pushes a person to the breaking point? What justifies their actions, even where these actions might be morally uncomfortable? So these characters live their own lives and make their own decisions that I would perhaps not make or have not made, but then again I tend to understand them, perhaps because I have seen them live it. Well, this is not a question I can answer with a simple yes or a no. This is because my perception of justice as a lawyer is different from how I perceive justice as an author or a writer. So we have different points of views, same human being, and so it's conflicting. But I do not have a fully formed perception of justice, whether as a writer or as a lawyer, because of the complexity of the concept. But yes, my values shape the questions I ask in all my works. I think I am more concerned about spotlighting these complexities for people to see or answer than preferring the answers myself. This is because I do not think a single person can give a perfect portrayal of the concept of justice, of what justice is, or even what morality is. Because what is right to me might be wrong to you, and what is wrong to me might be right to you. And it goes with society and vice versa. But then on a general note, sometimes what is right, the right thing doesn't always win, and sometimes the wrong thing wins. And sometimes people deserve consequences. They don't get it. They go scot-free. They escape them, perhaps because of the system, the dysfunctional system, or other factors. And sometimes survival demands certain morally uncomfortable choices. So I just allow these tensions to exist in my work because these are the realities a lot of people navigate daily. I will answer this question across my books, the two of them, Gasp and The Man Called Elizabeth Martins. For Gasp, I want my readers to feel seen and heard. Then for The Man Called Elizabeth Martins, I want my readers to start asking certain critical questions about morality, about justice, about life itself. And not just asking these critical questions, I want my readers to allow these questions to move them towards change, even if it's going to start small. Because change, real change, often begins with one person.